Today I'm going to be installing a Volvo Penta 270 Outdrive exhaust bellows. It has two stainless steel hose clamps. It has markings on the top that says up engine, so that'll be against the engine on the top. I actually took this off thinking there was a problem with it, and there is no problem with it. I thought it had a hole in it, which it actually does have a hole in it, but that is by design. I guess if water does get in there, it has a little hole right in one of these cracks here, and on the inside you can see it, and it's a perfectly round hole like it was meant to be there. So I found out that it's meant to be there. So I thought this was filling up with a bunch of water, so when I thought, and I had a hesitation at takeoff, so I thought this was a problem of it trying to flush the water out when I first took off. I thought, you know, it was bogging or hesitating at initial acceleration. So I know how it came off, so I'm going to show you guys how to put it back on and what tools to use to, you know, maybe same tools to get yours off, but I'll show you how to put it back on once you get it off, and I'll show you that right now. Here's where it's going to go. I've got the Outdrive pretty much all the way up, and the steering wheel turned to the right. That way I can get in here, in this gap, in here, with a swivel. This swivel is what I'm going to use to tighten the hose clamp. It's going to get in there, it's going to get on there, and it's going to, you know, because you cannot get in there without this tool. So this is the tool I used to get the hose clamp off, and it worked quite well after I figured out what I needed to do. So this is the tool I used to get the hose clamp off. I'm going to use it to get it on. I'm going to use a long extension on here, and I think it'll work quite well. So first it says upper engine. I'm going to put that in first, and I'm going to put the hose clamp on. I'm going to have this part up on the left hand side. So when it goes in there, I'm going to be able to get down through the top with a long extension and with a swivel and be able to come down and tighten this up. So that's on there. It's got it, you know, so it's on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in there. I'm going to squish this as far as I can. I'm going to put my hand in here, and I'm going to work this edge out because sometimes it folds in on you. So I'm going to squish it, get my fingers in there, push this all out, and make it pop on. And it has a little lip here. Okay, there's a groove on that round part, and this has to sit in that groove before this clamp goes on. So that's how you, the easiest way to get this on there is to squish, well, after you get it in there, squish the bellows down, get your fingers in there, and all the way, and then just keep turning it all the way around, and you'll feel it pop in. Then we'll tighten the top. So I'm going to do that right now. So that's how you do that part. Get it in place, squish the bellows down, work my fingers, my hand, all the way around. Take your time. Yep. I can feel where it's not in the right place. There we go. You can tell when it's on because I'm kind of pulling on it and it's not coming off. So that means, and I can feel all the edges. Okay, so they're all in place. Now it's time for the socket. Wrench. See, Now the wrench is on there. Okay, now I got it snug. I'm going to make sure it's in the right place before I cinch it down. You don't want to over tighten these. They're not that strong. Okay, now pull on it a little. Make sure it's, not going to pop off. Make sure it's on there securely. Okay, so that's the hard part. So access to there is kind of the key part here, and then squishing the bellows and putting your fingers in there to get around that edge so it'll pop on to that lip. Is something you might want to know before you get started. So all I have is one more hose clamp to put on. I'm going to put it in a location that's easy to access. I'm going to guess the bottom would be easiest for me. Look at the way it was on there before. Yep, right at the bottom. I can move the Outdrive down some now because I'm pulling on the rubber to get it up there, and it has the same lip on the inside. Let's see how hard I have to push or pull or whatever. Yeah, I'm going to drop it down some to meet that. So I'll do that. Okay, I've dropped the Outdrive down to match the bellows. Better anyways. I'm going to turn it straight so it straightens it up. This might be even harder than the other side because you can't get your hand inside. But you can see the edge. I'm going to put a little lubricant on here on my finger. Almost any kind of oil. Something that's a little slippery. Should have done it when the Outdrive was up. But get the top on first. And pull. Okay, so that side's on. Here we go. Okay, so a little lubrication helped a lot. I just stuck my fingers on the first bellow part, pulled it towards me, wiggled it a little bit, put my eyes on both sides to see where it might be binding, adjusted my pushing or pulling to get that thing on there. So it's on there, and now I'm going to just tighten it down. And make sure actually in this case I don't need the swivel. Just a straight. Stand up. Take a quick look, make sure it's in the right place. Alignment. Okay, it's all aligned. So there you have it, how to install the bellows on a 270 Outdrive Volvo Penta. The motor on this boat is a Volvo Penta AQ125B The boat is a 1984 Bayliner Capri, openbow. There you go. There's the bellows. Oh, there's the bellows. There you go. All nice and tight. Just how it's supposed to be. So there you go. Hope that information helps you when you go to install one yourself. Just to show you, it's a Volvo Penta 270.